Hey, how's your day going?
Woo, busy. Crazy. Hey, does this work on, I don't know, I didn't have a chance to check. Does this work on mobile by any chance or no? I'm just curious. No big deal if it doesn't.
Either. That's a good question.
Cool. Yeah, I was just stuck in traffic and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could just do it on mobile while I'm in traffic, but no. Made it.
Well, good. Okay, so I am just uploading this to Facebook, tagging you.
Oh my gosh, I hope I.
Hang on. Okay. So hopefully
I loved your post earlier. It was awesome.
Which one?
The one with the with your awards and everything.
Oh, thank you.
It was so cool. So well done.
Shush. Something. Can you do you hear an echo? No?
No.
Okay. Shush.
I heard it once or twice, but it's not like persistent. No.
Do you hear an echo?
Now it said it. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and introduce? I'm going to go live right now.
Once or twice, but it's not.
Okay, perfect. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, welcome everyone to the Gratitude Show. We are on, I believe it's number 17 and going strong. Loved it. Love that everybody that's going to watch this. And Tiffany, it's always a pleasure working with you. So we do this every week on Thursday at 7 p.m. So be sure to tune in. And let's start it off, I would say, the way we normally do, Tiffany, by talking about what we're grateful for. So give me, what are you grateful for, Tiffany?
I'm just grateful for everything. I'm loving life. I'm grateful for all the people that I have in my life. Just all the amazing experiences going on. And I'm grateful for everybody tuning in right now. Thank you so much for watching. I see Sammy's on, Chris is on. Hey, what's up? Colin. And also, I just, since I started my 30-day life revamp,
Yes.
strategic life organization, whatever, it's been really enlightening and eye-opening. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm also grateful Sammy Sullivan is the guest that we have on the show tonight.
Yes.
I'm grateful for that. What about you, Adam? What are you grateful for?
If I could ask you, what day are you on? I don't know that I kept exact track of it. I'm really excited for you, though. I've seen a couple of the posts, but I don't know if I recall seeing the day.
I'm on day 3. Today's day 3. But, you know, the problem is, or the challenge is
the opportunity is.
Right. I go to bed at 3 or 4 in the morning. So that's when my day's done, when I'm reflecting and learning on, or what I learned on for the day. So I'm thinking about posting in the mornings now because who's up at 3 or 4 in the morning, so I don't know, but that's just my schedule. So
Sure. Wow. So day 3. So how you been feeling with it?
Amazing. And I just really needed to take a break and just really get in alignment. I mean, I already accomplished all the goals I set out to this year, and I want to get focused and just clear on what I want to do next year. And then also I had to press the pause button because it got out of control to where I'm so unorganized. So I'm working on that. And that's something that is one of the things that I'm very challenged with, but fixing it, because if I don't fix it now, it's not going to fix itself later.
I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and he didn't label it what you labeled it, but he was kind of in the same boat. So he owns a practice and an office, chiropractor, and he's like, Adam, I just finished my last event for the year. It's been a great year. Now he said it's time to kind of relax a little bit. He still works, of course, but he's like, it's time to reflect, kind of wind the year down and get ready for the next year, and to kind of let his battery charge and do that. And I'm like, wow, it's just such a cool concept. I don't know that I've ever really considered it, but it makes a lot of sense to take that time out and just look at yourself and look at, you know, what's happened and where you want to be, and kind of reassess your whole kind of being at the moment. It's really cool practice. I'm like, man, I'm going to try to steal some of that from your book and his book, but I'm like, I have a couple more things that have to get done this year that are driving me crazy, but we'll see.
Well, and you know, personal growth and development, at least for me in my world, is super important. That comes first. And when I'm not putting that as a priority, there's something wrong. So yeah. I know, because I've been through so much, like I know when to take a step back, when to press the pause button and be like, hey, you know, okay, I'll still do like what I'm committed to doing, but I just need to take a break for a minute, get my stuff together, and, you know, keep moving forward and then evolve.
Wow, that's awesome. No, love it. I'm grateful for, it's been a really cool last week or so, week and a half. So really interesting. So I've been experimenting with Facebook and with Facebook ads and all these other things. And it's really cool to see how it works and to see, you know, how receptive people are and what people are into. And it's fun to see like friends that I haven't talked to in ages, like just kind of show up out of nowhere and be supportive and want to do stuff. And now, like, so I started the whole goal achiever journey, so to speak. And to see some of my friends sign on to it, that I'm like, wow, I didn't even know they were watching or that they were into something like that. I mean, well, this one girl that signed up, she, I don't know if I've talked to her since high school. I don't even like that long ago, like just in general, it's just real. I'm just really grateful to be able to kind of make a difference in their lives, but also they make a difference in mine. So it's just kind of just reaffirming and reminding me all of those things that we kind of know, that we're all connected, that we're here hopefully to spread the greater good is my goal and our goal. And then just to see how people perceive and receive you is just fun. It's just been a lot of fun, and the doors that just keep on opening up, just one after another, and opportunities, and it's just like an endless stream. It's kind of like, it feels like this current that just keeps on coming of good stuff, though, of course. So it's like, it's just an amazing time. So I'm just grateful to finally have reached that, whatever that energy is, or that wavelength or vibration that kind of carries you to the next level. I've been sitting in there for a while, and you can just feel it, and it's just been a great ride, and it's fun, and it's like, wow, I wonder what's next. I'm enjoying the moment, but it's just fun to think like, hey, what's next, and what other good can we do going forward, and how many people can we meet, and, you know, conversations can we have, and it's really just a really enriching and fulfilling life. So I mean, I'm really grateful for that whole journey.
Absolutely. And it's fun too, because like, okay, so I just did the Power of Perception interview last week or the weekend, and then I'm just getting asked to do all these interviews left and right to share my story and get it out there, because it's so important that people, I mean, we all have our own story, you know, and a lot of times people are scared to come forward because, you know, they may be ashamed or embarrassed. For example, my mother. So I was talking to Dave Daly yesterday. I'm going to be on his show on the 15th, and my mom is ready to do a public interview after all these years, and I wanted him to be the first one to do it for her. So we got that scheduled. I'm so excited. But yeah, just like sharing everything, we are all connected as one, Adam, and you're super, super right. I've always loved your insight and the way your mind works. We think alike.
Absolutely. No, great stuff.
So what is everybody else out there grateful for?
Sam said he keeps seeing my ads pop up in his feed.
That's a good
That's all.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. How's it going?
I know what Sam's grateful for. He's grateful for waking up today and taking a fresh breath of air.
Yeah, he is.
Thanks, CJ. I am happy I got connected with Dave too. He's an awesome guy. Can't wait.
That's cool.
Yeah. So does anybody else want to share what they're grateful for? And
not only that, Sam's got some more. Give us some more, Sam. Come on. I know you're not only grateful for that. Hold on. He's grateful to be able to make fun of me about sports today. I saw that. He was grateful about that one.
What's new? You guys always do that.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
And if you are tuning in live on Facebook, or watching our Facebook Live, you can interact with us by going to whosa.io/The Gratitude Show Best. It should be there already. I'll go ahead and share it again too. So Adam, what's up with your book?
Oh, wow. So it's been one thing after. It's so interesting. So first time I'm ever publishing a book. I can't claim I came from that background. So it's all still being finalized, like dealing with the last kind of touches on the design for the inside and approving the proofs, and it should all be going along. I mean, pre-orders are coming in. That's fun. So I didn't really I didn't know how many people are kind of watching, even though I put out so much stuff, but people are ordering. So I'm excited about that. Excited to get it on Amazon, and just getting other opportunities to kind of spread the message. And what else has kind of thrown me, because again, remember, I'm pretty new to the Facebook thing. I haven't really done too much on it, but I was pretty new and just meeting all these new people in like groups and book groups and just meeting like-minded people. It's been pretty fun. And the book has really been the introduction to that, like getting contacted from just out of the blue randomly pretty often on different social media platforms about people that are interested in it. I got somebody asked me the other day, this was my first international order because I don't have that figured out. So somebody's like, well, how do they get the book to Korea if it's US only? And I'm like, oh, don't have that figured out. I'll just email you, or you can download the Kindle version, and I'll make it complimentary just because. Thank you. And he's like, no, but I still want the hardcover. How do I get it? I'm like, I don't know. Who knows? And talk to Amazon, but we'll figure it out. So it's all a learning process for me. But it's been really a fun ride all around.
That's awesome. I can't, it's just seeing this whole entire transition that you've done since, I mean, we've only known each other since what, April or May, I think? And
well, think about it. So what's happened since then? So for the people watching, so since we've met each other, I left my firm. I created my own practice, wrote a book, went on a speaking tour in China. I've never really done public speaking like that or on that level. I got booked another gig in San Francisco, so I'll be speaking out there. And what else? Created an online community doing this, and this all started from Periscope. I mean, all this was just for fun. Huh?
Did you say went to China yet?
Oh yeah, went to China, never been to an Asian country, never done anything like that. Didn't just go, stood for 3 weeks. I mean, I don't, I met Sam, that was very influential in my life. For my Snapchat game. But yeah, you're right. Like everything is completely changed within a couple months, really. I mean, that's kind of the way I've lived a lot of my life, is just reinventing and just, you build on what you've done in the past, but you want to kind of take those experiences and just kind of expand and say, okay, what's next? Or how can I really help more people or do more things? And it just becomes really interesting. I don't know. It just gets more and more interesting to me. So you're right. Since we've known each other, I don't even know who that. Lots changed.
Number 17.
17. Wow.
We were just trying to make it to 7.
Yeah. Remember we said, okay, we just have to get it to double digits. Please let us get to double digits. Blab shut down on us. What else? We got, this is like our end of the year show. Blab shut down on us, our platform. We had to move somewhere else.
Right. It's been one fun ride.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to share really quick. We have some people that shared what they are grateful for.
Oh, yes, please.
Mr. Ripka says he's grateful for the awesome guests that he has had come on the show. He's got Raw and Real, and I listen to it every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time before our show while I'm getting ready for it. So it inspires me and motivates me, so that's awesome. And Chris Clutter says, I am definitely grateful for a new day, a new beginning, new life perspective, and new friendships. I love it, Chris. That's
wonderful.
And of course, Sam, what was your extension?
Awesome, Sammy.
Oh, okay. I don't see it. You said you had something else to add, Sam. But anyways, so okay, so we have an amazing guest with us tonight, and everybody that comes on this show is amazing, but this girl is awesome because she's, well, first of all, she's from Oregon. She's an online marketer. She's a musician, a writer, a former music teacher. And recently she just manifested like a $10,000 SEO marketing, whatever affiliate stuff that you call it, from the #1 San Diego SEO expert. And this girl's awesome. She's on fire. She's super talented. And I just wanted to give her a shout out before we bring her on and say thank you so much for coming on the show. And we were just gonna ask some questions about gratitude. So are you ready, Adam?
Let's do it.
Okay, so Sammy, I'm going to send you an invite right now. I'm not sure, we're not really sure still how this stuff works. Last time it didn't, but.
By the time we get to Gratitude Show 100, we'll know, don't worry. We'll have technology figured out by then. We only have like, what, 80 some more to go. 83 more will be good. Just stick around.
So hopefully, there we go. Yay, it worked. Hey, Sammy.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
So nice to have you. Thank you so much.
Definitely. How are you guys doing tonight?
Oh man, wonderful, wonderful. I'm feeling grateful to finally meet, grateful to finally talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Thank you guys for having me on. Definitely.
Absolutely.
So do you want to start, Sammy, with just telling us, I guess, what's like the main thing in life that you're grateful for, and what's your understanding of gratitude?
Well, you know, I mean, obviously I'm grateful for many, many things, many people in my life. You know, the power of social media and what it's brought into my life lately, being able to meet all of these new amazing people, both of you guys, Dino, just everyone has been so helpful and so inspiring, and it's really helped to keep me on track. So just, you know, technology in general, the internet, I am so grateful because it's made a big impact in my life so far, just to be able to be in contact with all of you people and get all of this amazing support. So, I mean, and obviously the people in my daily life, my girlfriend and my family and my friends, all of the general things that most people are grateful for.
I remember when I first met you, that was the first thing I noticed about you, is I mean, not met you, but heard of you. I'm sorry, like in the technology world, and you're so right about technology, it's like crazy. But I remember you saying the first thing that you said is that you're just so grateful. And I was like, that's so cool. Like, what an awesome person. But
I definitely have tons to be grateful for. Definitely.
Perfect. Okay, so the next question, do you have a specific gratitude routine or a certain way that you show gratitude every day?
You know, I mean, I don't have an actual routine per se. My girlfriend and I watched The Secret recently, and I've actually thought about carrying around a gratitude rock just in my pocket, just as a reminder. Like every time I reach into my pocket, there's this rock to remind me to be grateful for something. And I mean, I don't really have an actual routine. I'd be open to suggestions though, for sure. I mean, we all express gratitude differently. I know it's typical for people to just, you know, say, I'm grateful for this or I'm grateful for that. But I think it's important that we start practicing it in a different fashion, a more outright fashion, and just through sharing love and kindness and trying to just pump that back into your environment. Gratitude breeds gratitude. So.
Love it. Adam knows
grab your rock. Grab your rock, though.
Yeah,
don't think about it. That's the only thing I'm gonna say is that don't think about it. Just do it. Grab your rock and do it. Like for real. Don't second guess it. Just do it. I carry a note card around a lot of times in my wallet, because every time with like goals and with like things I'm grateful for, because every time I reach in for money, I see it, and it just kind of like subconsciously reminds me.
Yeah, it's like
I think it makes a difference.
Yeah, I think it would me too. Just something
Grab your
small
rock,
like that.
throw it in your pocket.
You know, it's funny, when Adam and I first talked on the phone, The Secret is one thing that we both had in common, because we both watched it like an uncommon amount of times.
Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching it again. Yeah.
Every time I'm in like a really big rut, you know, like, oh, so they say, I don't know if this is true or not, whether it's 20 days or 30 days, like whatever amount of days it takes for you to program a habit. So what I'll do is, if I'm feeling kind of like lethargic or in a little bit of a rut, is I will watch it every day for basically a month, like 30 days straight, just to kind of brainwash myself, or kind of program myself into the words and what they're saying. And I'll literally like watch it, like I'm making eye contact with them, kind of acting as if they're speaking to me. And I can tell you, I have never, not once have I ever been able to finish that month without like something, like, I mean, legitimately miraculous happening to me, like something like a huge client coming to me like out of the blue, or like that was completely not expected, or I get like just something that's extremely uncommon that happens, that I'm just like, oh, well, gosh, well, thank you, why don't I do this just anyway? But literally, I watched it hundreds of times.
Is it they say ask, believe, and receive? Does that come from that film? It's crazy. I kind of had that mentality when I reached out to my mentor, and you know, I didn't reach out to him for a mentorship. I just reached out for some advice, and before I knew it, we had this little deal, this exchange going on, and now I have guidance. So it just kind of happened, you know.
It's cool how that works out. And you said something really important, Sammy, at least it's important to me, is, you know, like being the example of gratitude. And that's huge for Adam and I, because that's, I mean, why we do the Gratitude Show every week, you know, and we want to spread the love and compassion and teach everybody that how important gratitude is.
Oh yeah.
And literally, I mean, we've been through a lot these last 17 episodes. So even getting it back on a regular schedule and finding it platform once Blab shut down, we were so grateful that, you know, we found something. But spreading the love and compassion is awesome, and that's something like Adam and I just love to do the Gratitude Show each week. It's so important.
Even just a random act of kindness or a kind word to someone here and there, something that small can really make a difference in anyone's day. And then, you know, that gives them something to be grateful for. Oh, that strange person, you know, at the grocery store said something sweet to me today, and I'm just so grateful for nice people. It just and then in turn maybe makes them do something like that too. Be a little more kind.
I just wanted to say really quick to everybody who is watching the live stream on Facebook, if you want to interact with Sammy or ask her any questions, please go over to Whoza, where we're broadcasting live, because we can't read your comments on Facebook. And if you want to interact, go ahead and come over to the Whoza link that's on the page. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, you guys. Adam,
what's the next question?
The next question, Sammy, are you ready?
Are you ready?
We'll see.
Okay. What's like this far in life, what's the most like influential or important, I guess, lesson that you've learned that you're grateful for?
Well, I mean, it may sound a little backwards or counterintuitive, but I'm thankful for all of the negative moments that I've had in my life, all of the painful experiences that I've had. I mean, I've made my mistakes, letting certain people hang around for too long, or, you know, keeping a negative person in my life for too long. But really, because of those crashes or those failures, it was able to show me the major differences between good and bad, or happy and sad, and really illustrate the need for change and self-awareness, and helped me to realize the importance of that. So, of course, we're all grateful for the good things, but to be grateful for the bad things or the hard times it really paints the picture, and that's helped me a lot to just to be able to realize the need to adapt and to grow and just become stronger and move on to better things, I guess.
That's such a great answer. Wow. How you're pretty young, Sammy. So you've been able to already get this perspective together before. I mean, obviously you're 30s, right? That's a huge advantage.
That's sweet.
Right?
That's sweet. I mean, actually, I'll be 35 in January, and
just kidding. I'm sorry. I thought you were it's early 20s.
No, I'll be 35 in January, and I don't know, sometime around my 29th, 30th birthday, I was just like, that's like the last milestone that you hit for a while, you know. It's like no one says, "Oh, I can't wait to be 45." So it's like you're celebrating your 30th birthday, and you're like, holy, like, you're like, please let me reassess where I'm at here and what I've been doing, and if it's not worked, what can I do differently? And I had that moment, and so really, for the last four or 5 years, I've just been working on transforming myself, I suppose. That's
awesome. Adam, how old are you?
It depends on what day. No, I'm 34.
Okay, so you don't have the same age. That's fine. But I don't know, maybe these days people are looking younger. Like I literally, and Deb Brackett, I hope you don't mind that I'm using you as an example. It's just I am, because you're such a beautiful, beautiful woman. But I literally thought, okay, so I hear she's got 3 kids. I'm like, no way, this girl looks so young. Like, she's like, I don't know, maybe people are just preserving better these days.
Well, people are living like much, much older too. So like, I mean, if you get past, and this is statistics, I guess, from planning numbers and from like actuarial stuff. But if you get to 65 without having a heart attack or being diagnosed with any type of cancer at this point, it's pretty likely you're going to get to your 90s. Like very likely, assuming you don't have something other type of genetic thing in your family, but it's pretty likely. So I don't know. I've had clients in their 70s who I swear they look like they're, 55, 60. That are in their mid 70s. So I 100% agree with you. And I have clients, geez, my oldest client at the moment was 92 and still driving. So like he was with it. He's just completely with it. So I don't know. He couldn't believe that the, was 90? Yeah, no, he's early. Yeah, he is. He's 91 or 92. He's right there, but he couldn't believe they renewed his license last time. He's like, well, this is good until I'm like 100 or something.
Wow, that's crazy. That's something to be grateful for, I guess. Being able to drive at the age of 92.
Yeah, Sammy, Chris just said, Sammy was at our farm today, and I still do not believe she's 35. I want what she's taking, LOL.
Happiness. Oh, come on. I eat the food from your farm, so that's what I'm taking.
Oh, man, I'm jealous. This is getting good.
Clean eating.
So you live in Oregon. Which part of Oregon do you live in?
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Why did I think Oregon?
I don't know. But no, southeastern Ohio, the Appalachia territory.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah,
no, Sam, not Buckeye Nation.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, we're like an hour from Columbus. It's Buckeye Nation. The whole state is Buckeye Nation.
I know.
You can't get away from the Buckeye fandom.
Oh, boy. And again, I just want to remind some people, because I see people on Facebook Live, and if you want to come interact with us and tell us what you're grateful for, or ask them a question, please feel free to click on the link where we are broadcasting and come join us. So before I ask the last question, Adam, do you have any questions for Sammy here now that we have her time?
Let's do that. Let's do your last question, then I'll ask some. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Why is gratitude important to you, like in your life? like, what's the, because I mean, I noticed that right away about you. So I was like, wow, this girl has to know the importance.
I mean, it's important to me. I think it should be important to everyone for the simple reason that it's how we relay. It's how you relay gratitude to the universe is really, I mean, it has a lot to do with, you know, I mean, I guess it's important to me for a lot of reasons, but mainly I know that if I'm expressing gratitude, whether it's physically or not, that some way it's going to come back to me. And I don't know about you, but I just want to treat people how I want to be treated. So if I'm grateful for all of the good things and the bad things in my life, and I'm expressing that outwardly, even if it's just verbal expressions, I think that it, like as I said before, I think it just kind of stuffs the universe with positive vibes. And I mean, it just kind of, gratitude breeds gratitude. So it's important to me to be positive and to express gratitude because I just want it to rub off on other people. I want other people to be able to be happy and be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. That's like my favorite quote from Gandhi is, be the change you wish to see in the world, you know, because it all starts with you. So
yeah, absolutely. It absolutely does.
No, that's great. So, I mean, so looking at gratitude in general, I guess my challenge to you and really to myself and everyone is really saying, like, how do we take what we know now and how do we kind of spread it further and how do we kind of build on that? That's kind of what keeps me up at night, is when I'm thinking about, okay, so I will many times meet, and I'm not saying you have the answer, this is more of like us brainstorming. I know sometimes I think, and you know, I meet people in my day-to-day who maybe have no kind of concept of kind of this train of thought or lifestyle, if you will. I mean, what do you think? Again, open-ended to everybody and also in the comments. How do you think we can spread that message better?
good question, Adam.
Because this is one that I've been thinking about a lot lately, because I'm like, you know, I see how to do it in other things. And sometimes it's like, maybe if a person's ready to hear the message, then they receive it, or like, but I don't know though. I feel like there's always, I guess I'm always that kind of type of person that wants to push the envelope and just do a little bit better in spreading the message. And it's like, well, how do we improve that?
Not you. Pushing the envelope.
No, not me.
Gratitude show's a great way to do it. I mean, it's a good start. So building on that, I think. Maybe.
What do you think, Tiffany? I've been thinking about this lately. It's on my mind. What do you think?
I have too. Well, first of all, I just express gratitude all throughout the day, like literally all throughout the day, from the moment I wake up in the morning to the time I go to the bed in the morning, not at night. And then just like everybody that I come into contact with, or whether it's online or whether it's in person, I just make sure to say something like that could brighten their day, or, you know, it's just like being that light that shines to whoever I come into contact with. That's one of my daily affirmations is, you know, I impact this world in a positive way, in a positive, loving way, and impact everyone who crosses my path in life. And spreading gratitude is so, to be the one setting the example, especially when people don't know about it, on a personal level is, in my opinion, the best way to go about doing it. On a national level, let's take the Gratitude Show and get it like as much watched as the news on the TV. Like,
that's really it though, isn't it? It's essentially like, I mean, I guess it's the same game for everyone, right? More eyeballs, more people looking. You're kind of fighting for attention, right? So the negative or the positive, I mean, whatever you want to attribute something to be, they're kind of fighting for attention, right?
Yeah, but I just I don't agree with fighting for attention, because there's abundance and infinite in all. And people just don't realize that these days. You know, there's a purpose, there's a reason why I haven't watched the news in years. And I don't choose to get involved in the political. People ask me all the time. I'm probably going to make a video about it. They're like, who are you for? And I'm like, I don't like to choose sides. I'm for unity, and all this chaos and havoc and stuff that's happening. I'm grateful to see that, because I think it brings out an aspect of people that we don't normally see, with people unfriending people over who they're voting for. But it also brings out an aspect that hey, you guys, wake up. It's not about Hillary. It's not about Trump. It's about coming together as a whole. There's no need for fighting. There's no need for you can argue and debate with respect. But I am definitely going to make a video about that. But
you should.
I want to be. I would love, my dream is for the Gratitude Show is to have it be as popular as the news is. And it's not about a competition thing. It's just I want people to be able to be exposed to more positivity, more ways to learn how to be grateful, and to learn how to have more happiness, more joy, and more love in their life. So. Yeah, that's my answer.
No,
I think the one-on-one, being able to express that to everyone that you come in contact with is probably the best way, because they're going to turn right back around and do it to someone else, as long as they're ready to receive the message. Right. Just as you said earlier. Some people aren't. Some people aren't.
We're all on our own journey. Everybody is on their own journey. And I always keep that in the back of my head, because, if you accept that, then you can accept people in a whole different way, which is really awesome and beautiful.
It really is.
Hey, Debbie, nice to see you on the show. Sam, you want to get better?
Debbie's grateful for an awesome, beautiful neighborhood. That's what I'm talking about.
Neighbor.
Oh, does it say neighbor?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're right, it does.
I am grateful for that as well. Wait, Sam said, shoot, I want to be the better CNN of live broadcasting.
Yes, I want you to be, Sam.
And Debbie loves the positive focus and heartfelt trajectory. Important to reflect on our accomplishments, all that is good in our lives. Yes, I love it. I agree.
So what were you doing? I believe earlier I heard, Sam, you said something, you're doing something with SEO, or what are you doing with that?
Learning.
Yeah?
Lots and lots of learning, yeah. I would ultimately like to be able to do affiliate marketing and client SEO, maybe even some lead generation. And that, I feel, is to get the ball the ball rolling. I would ultimately like to get into just investing in general. I think maybe the next step after mastering online marketing, if I can ever do that, would probably be
a lifetime journey, right?
It seems like it definitely does. I think I would move on to real estate, just to try to build more money, and just hopefully be able to have loads of different passive income streams, hopefully one day.
Awesome.
No, that's cool. No, yeah, that whole space, it's new to me too. I mean, the whole internet marketing and internet marketing space and what people do, there's just so much. I commend anybody that that tackles it or wants to go into that field, because it's a lot. It's a lot, definitely.
I think that I thrive in a competitive setting. And so I think that it'll keep my interest. My interest will be piqued.
Oh yeah,
hang on.
You'll never have 2 days that are alike, right?
I doubt that.
Well,
very much.
And the thing is about Samuel, and just in case nobody knows, okay, so, and I was the one that saw the behind the scenes thing, because I'm Dino's girlfriend. So Dino got to the point where he was looking to train and work with 2 key people, and he had a lot of applicants, a lot. I mean, hundreds.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
He knows the man. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I would imagine so.
Yeah, and so he spent a really good amount of time thoroughly going through everyone, because Dino's just really compassionate, and he's really strategic, and so he spent a lot of time, and I heard his comments, his feedback, his thoughts, and like with you, Sammy, I mean, he couldn't talk highly enough of you. I mean, it was crazy, because I was like, how did she manifest this? That's what I instantly thought, because like after everybody, and he's like, okay, so I'm choosing a girl. I'm like, a girl's an SEO? What? Like, what's it about SEO?
I didn't realize it was that uncommon.
It is. It's pretty uncommon. But yeah, I mean, there's like, I think just 3 girls that applied out of everybody else. So
wow,
a lot to be said about you, Cindy. Especially.
Oh, that's great. I couldn't be more grateful for Dino, and he's taught me so much. He has taught me so much, and I'm sure that there is a lot more to come. I do get, it's a huge informational hump. I do get a little overwhelmed, but I think that that's more about my organizational skills, which I'm hoping that the 1-year goal achiever guide will help me sort some of that out, getting some goals laid out and trying to be more organized.
I can relate to that. And Adam, what a good idea of yours. Yeah. Seriously, I'm grateful for that.
It's really interesting. So even the video I put out today, when I just talked about, I have never, and I thought about this when I was kind of writing out just bullet points of kind of some things I wanted to cover, and I was like, so I've done like self-improvement or like, goal kind of setting things, and like, I mean, name it, from, since I was probably a teenager. I mean, that really was my influences and my mentors. I didn't really have too many people around me that thought that way. So in my environment. So somehow, some way, and this is obviously would have been the 80s, I think I had like Jim Rome on cassette, or I don't even know what it was. I mean, literally. So this was before YouTube, and as Victoria laughs in the background at the 80s, yes, this was when I was very young, or 90s. There you go. Yes, but and I don't know. I've always done these things, and I can think about even from like the youngest age that I always got something from them, like something huge. And I always knew that like the more I stuck to it, and the more that I just kind of walked through and did what the manual or the cassette or whatever you want to call it, I mean, in all these different points of my life, every time I did that and plotted it out, like something really good always happened, like really good, not little things, but something that I could directly attribute to that path that I'd chosen to go on. And so then I just in doing that, part of that came out of that question I asked you. I asked the group, I should say, a moment ago, which was, how do we spread the message of gratitude like further, or how do we? And so my thought was to tie it to achievement. Like essentially, you'll notice obviously on the videos you've seen, a lot of kind of my messages are the same, but these are getting a little bit more granular in terms of, if I can. Not I, but the world, if we can kind of tie somebody's achievement and expectation to outcome for goals that they want to manifest in their lives to gratitude and helping other people, then it could potentially create like more of a compounding effect, to where more people kind of get it quicker, because they're not wondering where it's at. They're seeing it, and they're plugged into people that are thinking like-mindedly and kind of openly showing their kind of the goal. And oh, did it freeze?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Oh, just for a moment.
So there you go.
You said kind of
yeah, so I said so that was kind of the goal and the premise for it. Oh wait, we have a quick little guest here. Let's see. Wait, this is gonna be good. We're grateful for Molly. Oh, aww. There goes our okay, Molly loves to be on the Gratitude Show too.
So cute.
Adorable.
Of course. So that's a guest appearance.
I have an all-white cat, and her name is Molly.
Oh. Is it? How long have you had her for?
Just a couple of years.
Oh, I thought you meant Molly. I was
Molly.
going to say, well, me and Victoria have been together now 5 months, so.
I was actually going to ask you next.
So technically, 5 months.
Awesome.
They said, how long have I had Molly?
Oh.
So I'm sorry, Adam, you were saying that to spread.
Sorry. So yeah, so the whole point of kind of the goal achiever guide is it's not actually when you start reading it and going through it, it's not simply money or something of that nature. It's literally goals. So whatever type of goals you're trying to manifest in your life, whether they're personal, they could be monetary, but they don't have to be. They could be a number of different things. But so it's written very broad in that sense, but it's also very specific and giving you the tools to basically plot step by step kind of what you need to do. And I guess the selfish part of this, and I talk about it, I think in the first video I put out about it, is that for myself, I'm looking at, I was going to wait until the beginning of the year, but I thought that's completely arbitrary because that's just, you know, we don't go on a particular year that's made up, because I thought it'd be fun to start then and then see how the year played out. But I was like, no, just start it now. But it's just to say I have some things I want to accomplish, you know, in my life over the next 12 months or so. And so I'm literally going to be walking through this journey with everyone page by page, and we're going to just be sharing what's going on in our lives and kind of holding each other accountable. So that's the goal, is to build that community. And you already know that there's not much I can do that doesn't bring up gratitude or positivity, or so that's all going to hopefully be intertwined, but I want there to be like a measurable benefit. So that's why it's still structured. But we're going to see. I'm excited to see. I know, so I can say 100% I know it's going to work for me, because I'm going to go through it and I'll stick to it. Whether it works for others, I know Sammy's going to get benefit just because I can tell she's proactive. So it's given. If you do the work, if you put in the time, I mean, you can't fail, really. It's not even possible if you're actually doing what it takes to be done. I mean, even if you're just focusing on it, we all have our bad days, but if you're focusing on it, I mean, there's no way it can't help you, is the point. So it'll be interesting to see, though, like over time, like how many, you know, people are helped, and also how many years of this, right? Because I mean, you hit goals, and then what do? You set new ones, whether they're personal, financial, whatever, but just to kind of implement that habit. So really fun. And also just to see, like when I said about like some things that you know that maybe other people don't do or don't know, it's just something as simple as just writing your goals down, like literally, or thinking about short-term versus a long-term goal. I mean, if I forgot where that stat came from that's in the beginning of the book, but it's there, and it says basically, you know, there's very few Americans that have written down goals, like not made them in their head, but physically wrote them down. And getting back to gratitude, that's why when we were saying earlier, and I was going to bring it up, but I think The Rock is a great start. But ultimately, I know Tiffany journals about gratitude, right? I believe you do, and I mean, I do often too when I'm writing my goals. But it's like something about writing. I don't know what. I don't even question it, but just something about writing. It just makes it real. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I believe it. It just, something about it has always made it real to me. And I can look back at like those note cards that I told you I carry. I can look back at those for years. I've been doing it, and I can look at like places I wanted to visit. Like I wrote one card on one year I wrote, I want to visit Israel, and I had no idea how that was going to happen, why I was going to do it. Didn't know. Like a year and a half later, I went to Israel. Wasn't even thinking about it. I was literally looking online one day, and I just came across an ad that had some ridiculous sale. I mean, normally it would be like a $5,000 trip. It was like $2,000 or $2,500, and I just bought it on the spot. I was like, this is impossible. I thought it was a scam at first. I looked further. I'm like, no, it was one of the largest tour agencies in Israel, and I went right there. wasn't even thinking about it, but it was just, you know, subconsciously manifesting that whole time to where, I mean, it's just uncommon. You look at, if I look at that trip any other day, it'd be $5,000 plus, all inclusive, plane ticket, everything. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, so to me, that was just like given to me. But things like that, I can see that they just happen over and over again. So with this goal achiever guide, the interesting thing will be is that, like, I printed mine out and I'm going through it, and just like everyone else is, and then to kind of catalog them. So this is like year one of doing it. Like, what is my goal achiever guide next year going to look like? Same material, it doesn't have to change the material, but the goals will probably change. So that being said, what's it going to look like in 10 years? It's just interesting. You can literally kind of catalog a life and a direction through doing that over a period of time.
Right.
And then to kind of pull one that you did 5 years ago and be like, what is that? Like, like, whoa, look at how I thought back then. I thought that small. I thought that was difficult. Like, I was really worried about that.
That happened to me the other day with an affirmation book from like 4 years ago. And I was like, wow, literally everything that I wanted, I have currently.
Wow.
Including the relationship I never thought I was going to be in, because I didn't like men anymore. So I was a man hater when I met Dino, and literally.
Didn't you say it took him a little while, like that you turned him down?
Yeah,
initially?
It took him about 3 days to get my attention, because I flew out to Nashville for business. I meant business. I was going to learn SEO, and like I was already trying to learn it for 2 months. And so I went to this mastermind thing for 5 days out in Nashville, and I was like probably one of the only 4 girls there. And of course, you know, all the guys are there for business, but some of them were looking too. And I'm like, nope, I'm strictly focused on business, and nobody's getting my attention. Screw that. Like, like Dino's diligent and patient and very, very.
He's awesome.
Hence why he's so good at SEO too.
Right. He's got strategy. He's got mad skills.
I know he does.
I am constantly blown away. Like every time I get on a call with him, I am just blown away by what he shows me. And he just can lay out a tiny little demo, and all of a sudden everything makes so much sense to me. It's awesome. I'm very grateful.
Wow.
So, Sammy, is there anything that you would like to add regarding gratitude, or anything, closing thoughts, ideas, advice, questions?
You know, not really. I had, I was going to ask about the book, about Adam's book, but he kind of already cleared that up, so.
We're so close. We're so close. I'm ready. We're so close. That was.
I'm so excited for you, Adam. Seriously, I can't wait. And to get in touch with you, so you said your email or your Facebook, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sammy's email, I just typed it in, which is sammysullivan146@gmail.com. And your Facebook page, obviously look her up on Sammy Sullivan. And let's see. Adam, do you have any more questions for Sammy?
I'm excited. I see Sammy all day on Facebook, so it's good. We're gonna have a good.
Maybe a little too much.
We're gonna have a good journey on this program. I'm excited.
Yeah, I look forward to that, walking through that guide with you. I do.
Awesome. Okay, so for announcements, what do we have, Sam? Let me look at our spreadsheet Adam. Sorry. Sammy's probably like, what? I don't have a spreadsheet.
There's Sam, there's Sammy, there's...
okay. With the book. Oh, also, you know, you were saying, Adam, your idea about, or your question about how to get the gratitude show out there more. So every single interview, and I have about like 9 set up this month. Mm-hmm. So every single interview I'm doing, I'm talking about the gratitude show, and people are asking me, what's that? Like, the gratitude show?
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it's a really, really good thing. Like, and I'm even considering, maybe you guys can point me in the right direction, or anybody listening in the audience. I'm considering joining other social media networks, like kind of outside of Facebook and Twitter or whatever, just to kind of talk about the gratitude show and have like a gratitude show page, not specifically as me, you know. What do you guys think?
Do it.
I think that could work. Yeah, definitely.
Can't. I mean, it's all testing, right? I like it though. I haven't been bringing it up enough. You're right. In my day to day, I have to get refocused on that. Now that I think about it, it's good.
Oh, okay. So you guys listen. This is so cool. So, and I don't know why I thought of it. I haven't thought of this before. So we were out to dinner the other night, and I went to the bathroom, and there's like a person that you tip in the bathroom or whatever that helps you out or gives you your paper towels or whatever. And so like I'm like looking, and I have ones. So, but I'm like thinking like, write Tiffany T World. Something just told me, write TiffanyTWorld.com on there. And so, like money is such a huge circulation, right? So if I start writing the Gratitude Show or link or whatever, and it gets circulated, money's always in exchange. I was thinking that's a good idea too.
Just don't get charged for defacing it. I don't know if that. I don't know if that's you. I don't know. I think so.
That's great.
That would be really unfortunate.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. Sorry, everybody tuning in on Facebook Live. If you can't see what's going on or the comments or whatever, I apologize. Sam and Adam have a loving rivalry all the time, every show. So that's what they're doing.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
Oh, funny. And thank you. I know that Nicholas joined, and Aaron and Shalini, Tyler, Blake, thank you. Next time for next week, if you want to go to Who's, you can actually interact with us. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and then let's see. So what's up with everybody's week? Adam, what are you up to this week?
Let's see.
Weekend, I guess, right?
Yeah, so this is gonna be a weekend of relaxation. Got a big content schedule lined up for next week, and just gonna keep on. Just gonna keep on.
What about you, Sammy?
I guess, keep on keeping on. I actually have quite a bit of writing to get done.
But you're a very talented writer, by the way.
Thank you. The rest of my week is probably going to be sitting right at the computer, just pumping out as much as I can. Playing some catch up. Yeah, playing some catch up.
Great. How was everybody's Halloween? I forgot to ask.
It was good. I was me and Victoria. So Victoria was Dory, and I was Nemo. If you want to see the picture, Mr. Century City on Insta, it's hilarious. We had so much fun though. See that. We went to the Magic Castle, and it was fun, man. Some of the costumes, I did some periscoping at some. Where was I at? In Hollywood, something. It was crazy. It was like 500,000 people like in the streets. It was fun though. It was and a really good buddy of mine was dressed as Crabman. I don't know if I had any pictures of that up, but he's hilarious. It was like the best costume ever. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw those.
I was Nemo. It's all good. Oh, and then I was Batman. And then we were Batman and Robin. So we had two different costumes this year. And Victoria was Robin.
I was gonna say, I thought you were too.
I don't know if we posted the other one. I gotta find that. I don't know.
Cool. Well, next week we will be airing on Thursday, of course. I forgot the date right now, but it's Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if you would like to go ahead and pre-subscribe, you can, or we'll be airing it on Facebook. And then you can find Adam on MrCenturyCity.com, and you can find me at TiffanyTWorld.com, and you can find Sammy on Facebook, and her email, I included it in the content, or the messages. And thank you so much for everybody who's tuned in. Adam, do you have anything else to say? Sure.
Have a great week. I will talk to all of you next week, and keep on spreading that gratitude. And if anybody has any more suggestions or ideas on how we can get the message of gratitude out more, and you think this is of value, then please come up with them and let us know, because we want to keep on going with it.
Awesome. Love it. All right, Sammy. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on our show tonight. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And everybody,
thank you guys for having me.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night, you guys. See you next week.
You too.
Okay.